Hey everyone, so we are beginning our Advent season, the season of waiting for the birthday of Jesus. I don't have a wreath in my home, but I have one candle. It's a cedar and balsam candle that I've lit, and I put it next to my crib. It gives a nice scent and it's very warming, so it's nice to have it in my home and wait. And also the season of waiting for those of us who are in exile, who are waiting for programs to be introduced so we can go back to our countries that we were born in, because we didn't come to these countries to be turned into slaves, to be turned into prostitutes, to be turned into people who have to beg, and it's very sad. And also, people here don't have the same humor as us. Like, you see all these people with Black Friday and all that. All of us who are in the contact center, we laugh at them. We think it's very funny. The way they behave, the way they swear and shout. The only problem is that it gets to a point where it starts affecting your health. But yeah, we laugh at them because we just think, like, you think this is extreme hardship. You're sleeping outside that store to get that one thing, to buy that thing on the sale. I mean, over here in this day and age, you can get deals on Amazon all the time. You can get things on Temu. You can get things in so many different places. And they're calling the contact center to scream and shout at you like that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Even the one job I had at Teleperformance, there was one call that I had, and when I told the team what was happening, everybody burst out laughing. And then they got me off that job. They called the client, and they told the client they're not happy. And the guy said to me, I can hear everybody laughing there. He said, you people are having a party. I said, no, we're not having a party. They're just making a joke about something. And then he said, I'm going to make sure that all of you lose your jobs. I said, no, but I just finished helping you. He said, I don't care. And then I ended the call. I told him, and I also found it funny. He called the managers at the head office, not at Teleperformance, at the client's head office, and he got me taken off that job. That's how abusive they are, and that's how obnoxious they are. So it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, in Zimbabwe, people were sleeping outside the banks to get their $50 a day that they could take out. So for me, I'm waiting for the programs to be introduced where they can relocate us, where they can take us back home, where we can have the lifestyles that we are accustomed to. Because this lifestyle here, no garden, living in a small cooped up place and begging people for money, is not the lifestyle I want. It's not. When you look at the priests and everybody in Zimbabwe, people take care of them. People donate to the church, the spiritual directors. I'm the only one going through this nonsense here. All the spiritual directors, they get all the support from the church. They place them, they give them opportunities to give retreats, to give online retreats, to help in the retreat centers, to help in the church. In America, people that read in the church, they get a stipend. They get money to sing in the church, to read, to help. We get nothing here in Canada. You get nothing. It's very, very distressing. That's what I can say. It's not the lifestyle I want. I want a big house. I want a garden. I want to have that lifestyle that I had in Africa. And I thought I would be able to have it here. But oh no, it's never ending poverty, contract work, 3 to 6 months. Even if you get a year or 2 years, they don't give you a pension. They don't give you a benefits. You can't save anything. And even my mother misses that lifestyle. She also misses it. If I get a job in South Africa and I get the option to relocate and to go back, I'm going to go. I'm not going to stay here. I'm not going to stay. Because when you come to a country, you expect to be treated well, you expect to be welcomed, treated with respect, helped to get your qualifications and skills, helped to get day shifts if you need them, helped to get accommodation, not treated the way I'm treated by the Americans and the Canadians. And you definitely don't expect people to call you and then swear at you and shout at you and scream at you on the phone because they didn't get their product or a porch pilot stole it. And those videos that you see on Facebook about porch pilots, they're true. They're true. Because we used to get hundreds of calls, and sometimes they even have cameras and they see that, oh, somebody stole their package, and then they take it out on you. So I'm tired of people taking it out on me. I've had enough of it. It's not the way you expect to be treated when you're educated, when you come from a good family. And also there's no compassion for my mother. There's no sympathy that she came from Africa, that I sponsored her and that I can't provide for her. There's no compassion. So for me, I want to go back. If they implement programs to take us back, to relocate us, to give us a place to start, like a home or something, I'll go. And then from there I can build myself up, because this is not what I came here for. It's not. And all the companies, all the volunteer places say the same thing. Oh, do volunteer work, use it to get experience, and then you can use that on your resume to get into a good paid job. It never works out. I tried it at St. Michael's Hospital. I've tried it on the One campaign. Nelson Mandela Children's Fund, they shut it down. After he died, they made it the Stephen Lewis, I think something Lewis Fund. I can't remember. But anyway, they closed it down here in Canada. So there's no support. Even Wits University got tired of it. They got tired of seeing how badly I was being treated. And they said, we're just going to manage the page from there. We're not even going to put anything. We're just going to manage it from the US. And if we have events and things, we will let the alumni know, and then you can come. Because everybody's tired of seeing how badly I'm being treated and how badly things have gone for me. So just like Jesus, Mary and Joseph, they had to go and do the census, and they had to live under oppression. I'm also living under oppression. For me, this is oppression. And what they're doing to Catholics and Christians, it's not good. It's not a good thing. So even in the church here, there's no support. Whatever support I got from the Jesuits in Scotland. They were the ones who gave me the opportunities to give online retreats, to facilitate, and that was only once. So, why do you train people to become spiritual directors and bring them into the church, or become HR professionals and say, oh, we're desperate, we haven't got enough executive assistants, and then we're sitting at home, not getting any work? So, for me, I'm prepared to go. I like big houses. I like having 2 or 3 bedrooms. I like having people come stay with me. So this is not the lifestyle I want. It's not the right lifestyle for me. And also this notion that, oh, we have to accept that Canada is going to be in a state of poverty. Well, who would want that? They're saying the condo market only sold 52 condos in this quarter. That was on Instagram. Because they don't want to fix the financing. They don't want to make the financing available through the government for people to be able to meet their rent and their food and all that. They want to have overlords and the rest of us going to food banks, facing the stigma of going to food banks, begging people for money. That's what they want. They want 10 cities. They want to have people selling drugs on the sides of the roads, and then have more mental health care put in place and more crime and all that. That's what they want. They're saying that it's in the name of compassion, but it's not. It's not, because if you're selling hard drugs like cocaine and crack and all that on the sides of the roads in our biggest cities in Vancouver, and then you're saying it's compassion, it's not. Some places you can't even go into anymore in Vancouver because of how bad it's become, like a zombie city. So for me, it's also a season of waiting to go back. That's what I'm waiting for. My work is over with Bono. My work is over with, there's no Nelson Mandela Children's Fund here. So there's nothing really here for me. I'm hoping and praying I get some work soon. But I mean, people are leaving Canada. So me, it's also a season of waiting till my turn comes that I can leave and I can go and get a good paying job somewhere else. Because when I came to Canada, that's why I came here. I came here because I wanted to work and get a good paid job and excel and come up in life, own a property, and help in the church as well. But when you're a spiritual director, you also want to make a living from it. You want to have an income coming in from it. You don't want to just be helping in the church for free and doing everything for free and not getting any support from the church to get an income coming in, to get a job coming in. Everyone else got support. The refugees that came into our Blessed Sacrament parish, they got support. They got help, including financial help. Even Esme, who I met here at the condo, I took her in. She got a lot of support from the parish. They started including her in all the women's groups, all the outings they did. She gets a lot of support. I don't get any. So for me, this is also a season of waiting for new things and waiting for opportunities to come up. And hopefully they'll be back in Africa. Because this lifestyle here, it's not lonely because I have my faith, but it's like you're always alone. And there's nothing in the church for people who are in their 40s and 50s. Everything is for the youth, the toddlers, the youth, and the elderly. In Zimbabwe, there was so much available for women that are my age. When my mom was in the church, there was so much that they did. They had the Indian Women's League, the Catholic Women's League. She went and met the Pope. There was so much available for them. There's nothing here. It's all the old people, and they don't want to resign. They don't want to give up what they're doing. So there's nothing for our generation. So that's why I want to go back. I want to go back to South Africa or Zimbabwe and have a good lifestyle there. And that's my hope. Hopefully it will work out for me and I'll be able to go. Because I'm tired of using the TTC and scrounging and begging people for money and sending out links saying, go, I don't have a job. Could you please send me some money so that I can pay my rent and my expenses and my insurance? So I want to go where the jobs are, where there's good paid work, and where people will appreciate me and value what I'm bringing to the table. Not every time an opportunity comes up, they choose somebody else over me, and they promote someone else, and they give them all the support and the coaching and the good paid jobs and the opportunities. And now, even though the travel that I wanted to do for business, I can't do that anymore. For pleasure, yes, maybe to go on a holiday or something. I can't do that anymore. I wanted to work like for a firm like EY or Deloitte so that I could travel. That's what they do when they're consultants. I can't do that anymore. So that's my hope, that I can go back to Africa and I can have a nice lifestyle there and enjoy my life. Because here, you can't even enjoy your life. Even if you want to go dancing or something, it's like, oh yeah, there they go, where they're going dancing by themselves. These women, they must be loose. Oh no, we don't have all that in Africa. We enjoy our lives in Africa. So that's my hope. That's my hope that things will work out for me to go back. Because there's no future here for me. The future here is for people who want to come here and who are happy with little bit, with low wages, with going to food banks, with sending out links to beg for money, who are happy with saying, the Bank of Canada saying that we have to expect a state of poverty in Canada. That's what this lifestyle is for them. It's not for me. It's not what I want. So that's my hope. With the Advent, I did lots of novenas, lots of prayers. None of my prayers were answered. I don't like this. I don't like having to, and even when you ask people for money, you have to wait until they have the money available. They don't always have it available when you need it. So, and it's not like I haven't tried. I've put out adverts for spiritual direction, to give retreats, to sing, to play my piano and do my music, and there's been absolutely no support. So, not even from Bono. There's been no support. So that's why I hope that the black leaders will take me home, either to Zimbabwe or South Africa, and even Roger Federer. I don't know what happened to him. He was also saying that he might have an opportunity for me. He wanted my help to oversee things. He also never came through for me. So I'm tired of everybody letting me down and disappointing me. And yet when they need me, they know that they can count on me. That's not how life should work. It should be that if you count on somebody, they should be able to count on you back. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. But this society is about all taking and giving nothing back when it comes to me. So I did a lot. I did a lot of volunteering for HRPA, mentoring committees, all their big annual trade shows. And when I did it, we did it posh. We had nice round tables. We had it at the Air Canada Centre, the Novotel. We had all the bells and whistles. And that's what I want for myself, because I did it for others. I don't want to be constantly waiting in the cold for the buses. Even that day when I did my training for the elections, it was snowing so heavily they refused to reschedule the training. So we had to go. And then coming back, they rescheduled, they rerouted the buses. So I thought, yeah, let me just take this bus. It will be easier. I'll be able to come home. When we got to the station, they said, oh no, the trains are cancelled. So I had to land up taking 3 buses to come home. And there was only me on that bus. I was scared. The first 2 buses, there were other people. The last bus coming home here, there was just me. That guy looked like a lunatic that was driving me. And one of the ladies told me, she said they're hiring criminals and everybody to drive these TTC buses, and some of them don't even have legal papers. I'm like, oh no, please. I just said a prayer, and when I came home, I said, oh, thank God you brought me home safely, because it was snowing so hard. So I don't want this. I've had enough of it. You're not appreciated in the workplace. You're not given proper wage increases. You get told, oh yeah, but you know the company pays only this percentage of the wage and the client pays the rest. Yeah, but the client's making billions, but they can't afford to pay a decent wage. No, this is not the lifestyle for me. I'm waiting. I'm sure they're going to implement programs to have people go back to Africa, people who want to go. And when they do, I'm going to sign up for them, because I want a nice management job, overseeing things in administration, a job that pays me well, where I can pay for my medical, my health care. When we were growing up, my mother paid. My grandparents and my mother paid for their own health care, and they paid for ours. Well, here you can't even earn enough to pay for that health care. So, and I don't have a property to sell, so I have nothing. I'm a complete beggar. I have to beg people to send me money so I can pay my rent and pay my expenses and take things. If things are given to me from the food banks, I took them. My mother and I took them. Because we didn't come here to be a burden on other people. And I'm tired of it. I've had enough of it. So yeah, this season of Advent and waiting, and I know exactly how the Holy Family felt. When you have your own house and you have to go and rent in somebody else's house and do things their way. No. And they say, oh, she's too formal. That's how I am. If you don't like how I am, send me back to England or send me back to Zimbabwe. There must be lots of opportunities that can come up in the churches, in the hotels. I'll be happy to go, because I never came here for this. I didn't come here for this. The priests and everyone make like they don't make any mistakes. Everything they do is perfect. They take me off the reading roster at the church. I've been in this community for a long, long time. I'm also insulted. So it's not the best thing. It's not good for my health. It's not good for my well-being. And as for those Americans screaming and shouting and yelling like that over one thing, no. People need to grow up. Even the tap water, you can't drink the tap water. If you buy that bottled water and you drink it, and you open the tap and you drink that water, you can taste it. It tastes like river water. It doesn't taste like purified water. People put things on. They put things on the shower heads to soften the water here. They put purifiers or filters on the taps. You can't drink the water from the tap here. I boil my water if I can't buy the water. So I'm also waiting. I waited a long time for Nelson Mandela to come out of prison. I waited a long time for independence in South Africa. And we got our independence in Zimbabwe. And now I'm waiting. I hope it's not going to be a long time before I can have a decent life and not be a beggar. That's what the Holy Family, at least, were not turned into beggars. They were artisans, they had jobs, carpenters, and the women had their own jobs. And Mother Mary was taken care of by her husband in the home. This lifestyle of begging, it's not for me. If there's any programs implemented for people to go back into management jobs in South Africa, I want to go. I've had enough of it.